So the Houston Rockets are just so perfectly set up for the future in real life and in 2K. Especially in 2K, if you're looking at their roster, just look at the average age. The youngest guys, they have just 80 overalls, 86, 85, 80. Oh my God. Introducing y'all to the roster, we have probably our best. Let's go through each position. Point guard situation is Fred VanVleet, Fred Valet, shout out Flight. And then we got my boy Reed Shepard, the number 3 overall pick, who I think has a little bit of Mark Price in him. He's got a little bit of that Stockton, like he's modern day Mark Price Stockton. I think he's going to be really good in the NBA, especially with this system. He's going to be in a perfect role for that team. Going over to the shooting guard position now, the Rockets got to figure out kind of what they want to do with Jalen Green. Now, he is a good player and everything, really great scorer, but we haven't seen him take that second kind of jump yet. He was really inefficient last year. Take a look at his 23, 24 stats. I mean, he shot sub 45 from the field, sub 35 from 3, very just inefficient. So he's got to find a way to bring his efficiency up. A little bit overrated in my opinion. The first round draft pick of last year, number what, 4th overall, 3rd overall pick, number 4th overall, Amen Thompson, absolute stud defender, freak athlete, freak defender, all the defensive upside in the world. But again, that jumper is just, that shit is cruise. We're going to see what we kind of do with that. At small forward, they brought in Dillon Brooks, obviously. Cam Whitmore, a phenomenal young piece that, I mean, he slipped to them in the draft at pick 20, which was a steal for them. And he's a stud. AJ Griffin is an interesting piece right there. Right outside of lottery pick in 2022. Came over from the Hawks, I believe. Looking over to the small forward or power forward position, Jabari Smith. I think he's going to be still really good. He's still going to have another jump, I feel like, in this upcoming season in real life. And then another player that is just fantastic that I love is Tari Eason off the bench, who in my opinion is one of my favorite players on this team is Tari Eason. Obviously the best player on the team is Alperen Sengun, just a straight stud. I think he could be a future All-NBA. And then to back him up, man, they brought in Steven Adams and they have Jock Lando. So overall, really solid team. What I like to do in these first year rebuilds is I like to kind of just sim through the first year and see how the team plays. Maybe I'll make a small move at the deadline or before that. If I take a look at the rotation, it's probably good. We're probably going to rock, since we are so deep, we're going to rock a 10-man, maybe even 11, with Fred, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, Jabari Smith, and Sengun is going to be the starting lineup, even though just the defense lacks really bad in that backcourt. And then off the bench is going to be Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, Steven Adams, Cam Whitmore. Definitely, instead of Landale, I definitely think that Reed's going to be getting these minutes. We're going to want him to get at least 10 minutes a game. I'm probably going to try to find him some more. Maybe I'll slip down Steven Adams minutes, maybe to 16. Get him about 14 minutes a game for Reed Shepard. But besides that, I think that's a really solid rotation. System proficiency is probably going to be, it's going to be 4 stars balanced right now to Ime Udoka, who I think has really potential to do something great with this team. We're going to stay balanced 4 stars. I wonder if anybody fits this any better. Not really. So yeah, we're going to rock with that. Let's start simming a few games. I haven't really seen how they are in 2K yet, so we're gonna find that out today. All right, so we do drop back-to-back games Clippers. We are 5-8 to start the year, so kind of just see what's going on. I might want to check shot tendencies to see who's kind of taking the majority of the shots. So tendency wise, I think Alperen should be maybe like an 85 shot tendency. Freddie should definitely be about a 70. Jalen Green could be at an 80. Jabari Smith should definitely be higher than this. We'll go about a 70. Amen Thompson could be at about a 60. Dillon Brooks, same thing, 60. Tari Eason, 60 is fine. And then Whitmore can kind of be like a 73. I think that's pretty smooth. And you will see with this team, a lot of different people can be the leading scorers on any given night. One night it could be Jalen. One night it could be a Jabari. One night it could be Alpi. One night it could be Freddie. Like, this team has a lot of variety on what they can do. But like I said, with Ant dropping 50 on us, there not a lot of defense. So I'm going to sim to the trade deadline and then we'll look to see how we are there. Okay, so we are at the trade deadline in year 1 and we're 2 games under 500, which puts us at the 9th seed. So we are still a play-in team, kind of still fighting for a playoff spot. Probably not going to be able to catch up to Denver, but maybe to that 7th seed. And let's take a look at the stats on the year halfway through and kind of see who's playing well and who's not. Maybe we can look for a trade or something. So, all right, we filtered by points. Sengun is leading us in points with 20 points per game, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, steal, and a block. Shooting the ball okay from 3, pretty solid from the field. He's our best player. Jalen Green's there with 17 points per game. His efficiency has gone up in 2K, which is good to see this year. He's actually almost averaging 4 assists a game too, which is solid. Jabari Smith, wish he takes a jump, man. If I do have to move on from Jabari in this video, I wouldn't be opposed to that. It's just, there's so many directions that I could go in this video with who to trade. Freddie is at 86. He is having a really good shooting season from 3. Cam Whitmore off the bench is playing pretty solid. Again, solid season from Amen Thompson too, just kind of doing everything all around. But that 3-point percentage is just horrible. Tari Eason's actually playing really solid ball. I mean, 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, shooting really solid splits too. Dillon Brooks, very inefficient. If there's someone I look to trade, it might be Dillon Brooks. And then Reed Shepard also is kind of struggling. If I could find a rebuilding or selling team that is selling a small forward or power forward, I would be kind of interested in doing that. The Rockets would be a team that are interested in getting in Lauri Markkanen, and they are selling. So I wonder if I could go talk to the Utah Jazz about Lauri Markkanen to kind of see where his value is at, because they are a selling team and he's only 3.5 stars, which should make it pretty easy to trade for him. And I throw them Dylan Brooks. We got to make up $14 million more. I mean, that would probably come with trading this Steven Adams contract. So Brooks and Adams could probably get us pretty close. They don't throw a counter offer there, but we do have a lot of first round picks. I'll give you this Nets unprotected in 26. And that's all it takes to get Lauri Markkanen on the team. And that is a steal. And Markkanen's gonna come and play that 3 at the deadline, and this just takes us to a different level. We're really big now. I mean, 7-foot small forward is phenomenal with Bari and Şengün. We could probably look to upgrade that backup center position. I'll throw in Jock Land, I'll throw in Jeff Green, and see if we can land a better backup center. Kelly Olynyk, I'm not trading a first for Kelly Olynyk. Not trading a first was Zach Collins. Jalen Smith is on a 3-year deal. He is a 78 overall, so it is an upgrade. And I really do like Jalen Smith. We're going to take a flyer on Jalen Smith. He kind of hasn't panned out well in Indiana, Chicago. So we're going to go pick up Jalen Smith to be our backup center. And I think that's going to be it for the trade deadline. We're going to go to the end of the season with this rotation. So let's go to the end of the year. Hopefully we can maybe make a push to play in tournament playoff spot now with Lauri Markkanen coming into the team. Okay, so end of the season 1 is a wrap, and we see Luka is taking home his MVP. 30-point triple-double like he always does. Reece Shea consistently wins Rookie of the Year. We do get this. Amen Thompson 6-man. He usually does win it in 2K. I was starting to see that. Wemby wins the Depoy. Ant wins Most Improved. Trae Young wins Clutch Player. And the Mavs are a 63-win team as they usually are. All-NBA first team, the usual suspects, these top 5. Second team we do see here, you know, usual suspects. And then all NBA third team, all defensive first team, and all defensive second team. We are a play-in team. We are the 8th seed. It does appear here, as we were 44-38. So we did go 6 games above 500 after the Markkanen trade. We were able to go, as we were a below 500 team before, right kind of in the mix. We were 1 game off of the playoffs. You obviously see Dallas is the best team in the league. New York is the best team in the league in the East. And let's take a look at stats at the end of the year. We see Markkanen does jump up to be our leading scorer at 20 points per game, shooting really well from 3. So really solid from him. And then Alpi, again, extremely solid. 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He's great. Yeah, I mean, Amen Thompson going to win 6-man of the year. We just really need his 3-point percentage to come up a little bit, or I just need him to stop taking them. Hopefully our offense got better after trading for Markkanen, and it looked like it did. It jumps up to the 12th best offense, and our defense is actually the 12th ranked defense in the league. So we're just kind of a little bit above average. All right, so in this play-in tournament game, we are going up against the San Antonio Spurs with Chris Paul, and they got obviously Wemby. So Wemby's kind of just carrying them to a playoff berth. Looks like we're kind of getting blitzed off rip. Can we come back? Is a 6-point game, 3-point game going into the 4th. We just need to cut it. We just can't. It is a tie game. It is a 4-point game, and we are going to get eliminated. Okay, yeah, I'm tripping. So we lost to San Antonio. We have a chance to make the 8th seed if we do beat the Clippers here. So let's simcast this Clippers game, but it does look like we are going to be sneaking into the playoff series. We have a big time win against the Clippers in this play-in tournament game. We dropped 140. Markkanen goes for 31-9. Extremely efficient. Şengün, what a great game. I need these 2 guys to lead us, these 3. Okay, so Dallas is here. Like, I know it's probably not going to make a difference, but I'm going to go over right to coaching game plan, and I'm going to go to the Mavs, and I'm going to say, yo, I need our best defender to guard Luka, and that is going to probably be Amen Thompson. And then Kyrie, who's going to guard Kyrie? Yeah, that's kind of a problem. All right, game 1 against Dallas. Do you think we have a chance at beating them? Let's see who they really have. They have Kyrie, Luka, obviously, the MVP. Klay Thompson off the bench. Derek Lively. I mean, that's a really good team. All right, let's see this game 1. Can we somehow upset them? We do drop game 1, unfortunately, to them right there is we lose by 10, and Luka didn't even have a great game. Okay. Let's sim game 2. We lose game 2. We get blown out. And I think we're probably going to get swept as we go down 3-0. And we are going to get swept in the first round. So that is definitely not what I was expecting. I don't know why I had expectations going against this 63-win Mavericks team. Knicks versus T-Wolves in the NBA Finals. Let's sim this up and see who takes it, as the Timberwolves are your NBA champions. If you haven't watched my Timberwolves rebuild, go watch that. I posted that 2 days ago. And takes home your MVP, and I'm just excited to get into the year 2. Obviously, this was kind of a tooling year. We were able to make the 8th seed play-in spot, which I think the Rockets are going to do in real life this year, so it is kind of accurate. Player retirements, we see LeBron calling it a career right there. I think this is definitely the offseason where we get better. I think we could look to even make another big-time move to kind of catapult this team to the next level. The Heat get the first pick in the draft. We do have pick 7 and we have pick 16. Draft capital we can do something with. I might draft with pick 7. I'm not too sure here what we're gonna do with it. I do know that we don't have a lot of players under contract that we probably can't trade because so many guys are rookie contracts that are expiring. So I think I'm just gonna be drafting with pick 7 here, and we'll see who's here at pick 7. Hugo Gonzalez, I know that name. Kadeem Malak is a good backup center. Kind of weak at that backup center position, so I'm gonna draft Kadeem Malak as to be our backup center. 7-3 out of Duke. The guy's a monster. And then pick 16, Jalil Bethea drops to pick 16. I know y'all know about Jalil Bethea. We're going to be drafting Jalil Bethea, 75 overall, 77 overall. We can evolve those guys into trade, or we can play them. We'll kind of see what we do. We're going to accept Fred's player option just to trade him away. We got to re-sign Jalen Green. That's the main thing. Bring back Şengün, bring back Jalen Green. We're going to give Alpi all the money he wants, sign both those guys right there. And now that we got both them guys signed, you take a look at our roster right now. We got a lot of 81 or 80 plus overalls. Kadeem Malak's actually going to be a 78 overall off a rip at 18 years old, which is kind of insane. It makes Jalen Smith expendable. Let's kind of see who's there for point guards on the market, if any, that we are interested in buying, or any teams that are selling or rebuilding. It seems like everyone's kind of buying or contending. So I might honestly just sim right to the next year. And then if there is a team that switches to selling or rebuilding, we might go after them. I'm going to sign Tyus Jones here. He probably has the best trade value out of anybody. And then let me go sign some of these minimum guys, get some first round picks, and we'll go into the next year. And we'll look to make another big time splash. All right, let's go to play progression and see. We hopefully should see a lot of green here at player prog. And we do. We do see Freddie regress by 1. Markkanen actually does regress by 1 at all. But Jalen Green's up to an 87. Jabari Smith's up to an 83. Cam's up to an 81. Tari went up. Reed Shepard went up 5. So, like I said, we definitely have a lot of opportunities to make a big-time move here. The Kings are rebuilding with De'Aaron Fox. That could be extremely interesting, to bring in De'Aaron Fox to be our point guard. LaMelo would fit this timeline really, really good. I've seen him win MVPs before. Trae Young is there as well. I think the defense would be kind of interesting, though, if that were to be the case. Jamal Murray is now on the Bulls. Not interested in that. I think let's go out and let's try to trade for LaMelo. He is on that rebuilding Hornets team. I definitely think LaMelo could be easily obtainable. So we'll trade Fred Valet for him. They can, let's see who else we would throw in. I would throw in Tyus Jones if they can afford him. I'll give you this 2027 first round pick. I give you this 2027 Nets. Oh yeah, that's very valuable. This should almost get it done. 2 more first round picks should get it. 2027 Warriors. That gets it done. As LaMelo Ball, welcome to the team. This backcourt is going to be a movie. Let's just say that, on and off the court, it's going to be a movie. In the Rocket, in Houston. They got all the bitches in Houston now. Goddamn. Lauri Markkanen at the 3. Jabari Smith at the 4. Şengün at the 5. Defense still lacking. Off the bench, I love our bench unit. Absolutely love our bench unit. They want to play Jalen Smith. I honestly think I would rather play Kadeem Malak right there. We'll keep Jalen Smith around just in case Kadeem Malak is really playing bad, and we can just kind of throw him in the lineup. System proficiency is going to be 4.5 stars balanced now, which is very, very good. So our team chemistry is very low, so we're probably going to lose the first 2 games of the year, especially against OKC. Let's sim this first one up. We do drop it, you know, because usually when your team chemistry drops, you will lose that game. The only thing I am kind of worried about is the defense, and if that leads me to trading Jalen Green, I might have to, as we do beat Dallas, but we're going to have to go through Dallas to win or make the NBA Finals. We just got to score more than everybody else because, like I said, we're not defending a thing. We're not defending a thing. And if I could maybe turn a Lauri Markkanen into a Scotty Barnes, or I could turn, like, we could get another stud defender. But we shouldn't just be dropping games to these weak-ass teams. Like, but we're able to, as you can see here, we're definitely able to drop, like, 160s and 150s. Like, Zion goes for 40 on us or 50 on us. Let's kind of take a look. We'll stop at about a month before the deadline. Yeah, I mean, everyone's just averaging double digits, literally. Tari Eason, like, all these guys. LaMelo is our leading scorer at 18 points per game. And he's even having a phenomenal year, shooting 50, 40, 90. Jalen Green, I mean, he's scoring the ball well too. So is Alpi. So is Jabari Smith. I mean, everyone is just scoring. Markkanen is shooting the lights out. How can I trade Markkanen if he's shooting 50% from 3? I mean, that is just crazy to me. Amen Thompson. Man, you are just not great, huh? I think this is one of those teams where if you're able to go and make an extremely splash move like we are able to, because, like, look how deep this team is, right? Like, the Lakers are rebuilding with Anthony Davis, bro. Like, I'm trying to win right now. I'm not trying to wait till next year. I'm trying to win right now. Lauri Markkanen for AD. Why not? I'll also throw you another 4. I'll throw you Tari Eason as well. He is 5 stars. I'll give you this Wizards unprotected, which is 3 stars. And I'll spam you with other first round picks too. I'll give you this top 5 protected from there. I'll give you this 28 Rockets pick. I'll give you this 28 Knicks pick. They say no. Would I trade Jabari in this deal? Would I do Markkanen and Jabari Smith for AD? I think I would. I think if they're willing to do it, I think I would. One more first round pick gets it done? No, it doesn't. Oh my god, a different pick did. Oh my god, a different pick did. Oh my god, a different pick got it done. Oh my god, a different pick got it done. What did we just trade away, man? Anthony Davis for Lauri Markkanen, Jabari Smith, and 4 first round picks. I think AD is going to slide to the 4. AD coming into this team is the defensive presence that we needed with Alperen Sengun at center. And then off the bench, we still have Amen Thompson. We still have Tari Eason. We still have Reed Shepard. And we still have Kadeem Malock with Jalen Smith there. This team is very good. I would like a backup 3. Instead of having Jalen Smith and Kadeem Malock, I would trade Jalen Smith with this random. If I can go get a small forward to back up Cam Whitmore, Aaron Wiggins is a perfect player to get at small forward. He is a power forward. We are going to change his position to small forward. Aaron Wiggins. Small forward, he goes up to an 81 overall. And now this is the lineup for year 2. We do it at the trade deadline. LaMelo Ball, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Anthony Davis we bring in for a win now move. Alperen Sengun, Amen Thompson, Tari Eason, Aaron Wiggins, Reed Shepard, and Kadeem Malock. Let's see a few games with AD, kind of see how he balls in his first few games. This should increase our defense a lot. Bringing in AD, I mean, the scoring shouldn't drop that much because we still have all of our guys, Jalen Green, LaMelo. Yeah, 80 shot tendency is only a 76. We gotta get that up to an 85. 80 up to an 85 shot tendency. I'll see you at the end of the year. Okay, year 2 is a wrap. Luka goes back to back with MVPs. We're gonna have to go through them if we want to win. Cooper Flags on the Miami Heat. If we could pull this off, Heat fan, Heat Nation, bro, you know, that'd be just phenomenal. Amen Thompson goes back-to-back years winning 6th man of the year. We do not see a 3-point increase. He actually decreases his percentage. D-point still goes to Wemby. Bones gets most improved. Shea, clutch player. Jason Kidd, the Mavs still win 60 games. We got to go through them. All NBA first team, we do see Luka Jokic and Giannis Wemby. Second team, Steph, Josh, Shea, Embiid, Tyrese. Third team, we do get Anthony Davis on all NBA third team, which is very, very good. He averaged 22 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.5 blocks, steal and a half. He also does make all defensive first team, so that is why we traded for him. We were kind of lacking in defense, and he kind of looks dope in that red and black, I'm not gonna lie. So we were actually the 3 seed in the West after trading for AD, right behind San Antonio, but definitely a jump up from the 8th seed last year. We are a top 3 seed. If we were in the East, we'd be the best team in the East. Unfortunately, the Mavs are just OD. For the playoffs, I will be cutting it to a 9-man rotation too. And let's take a look at stats on the year. We do see AD leading us with 22 points per game. We saw his stats. LaMelo is there, 19, 4, and 9, 2 steals a game, shot 39 from 3. Really good shit from LaMelo. I'm really glad we traded for these 2 guys to kind of bolster our rebuild, make it quicker. You know what I mean? Jalen Green's still there, stud. His efficiency jumps up to 40% from 3, which is fantastic. That's what we like to see. Alperen Sengun, 17 points per game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Just overall around really good. 6th man of the year, Amen Thompson. Tari Eason still there, shooting great splits now. His 3-pointers up, his efficiency's up, and he plays good defense. Cam Whitmore, again, it's kind of inefficient for Whitmore. Might look to move him to a bench role. We'll see what happens with that. And Reed Shepard's 2nd year, he does take that jump efficiency-wise. Really solid for him. And then Aaron Wiggins is very good. Kadeem Malock was kind of mid. Team stats for the year, we had the 2nd best offense, scoring 124 a game, and our defense was also not the best, middle of the pack defense as well. We still were able to manage to have one of the best point differentials in the league. Round 1, we are going up against Golden State, who still has Curry, so they are still dangerous, but we are better. We should be able to beat them. Game 1, we do take in the books. Alperen Sengun goes for 40. That's what I love to see. Huge game from him and our AD in our front court. Game 2, we do go up 2-0. Can we go up 3-0? We can, and we should be getting out of there in 4 games. Easy series, as AD has a monster first round. This team is starting to put it together. So does Alperen Sengun. Monster first round from our front court. We're going to need more of that, especially in this series against this team with Wemby. It's Wemby, and that's kind of it for this Spurs team. So definitely going to want AD to be guarding Wemby majority of the time to give him the most problems. So we go over to San Antonio. We go over to Wembanyama, and we want Anthony Davis to be guarding him. That's why we went out and traded for him for these specific matchups. Dallas lost to the Clippers in the first round. That is an upset. They lost in 5 games. This Clippers team, one more run at it. A revamped team with Pritchard and Corey Kispert. They bring in Aaron Nesmith, and they're able to knock off the 1-seeded Dallas Mavericks. That's good for us in our bracket. And over on the east side too, you do see a 5-1 matchup and a 6-7 matchup. Brooklyn and Chicago. We really need to make to the finals this year because this is our year. Game 1 against San Antonio, they do take that one. We get absolutely blitzed by San Antonio. Just a really bad game by everybody. Game 2, we do get that one. We win by 40 points. Actually, Wemby is in a bag and AD has a monster game with LaMelo. We need to go up 2-1 right here, as we cannot do that, as we do lose by 5 points. Wemby with another really good game. 4, we need to tie this up 2-2, and we are able to do that right there. 3-2. This is the biggest game of the series, and we do go up 3-2 right there. We blow them out, win by 30. And it would be nice if we can just get out in 6 and make everybody happy. And we do. Get out in 6 games. Absolutely fantastic. Amen Thompson, wow, leads us in a game 6 closeout with 25. That is what we like to see. They want to keep starting Amen Thompson, and they want Jalen Green off the bench. I'm okay with it for now. Going into the conference finals against the 5th seed Minnesota Timberwolves, who do have Rob. They do have Anthony Edwards, Karl Towns, Rudy Gobert. Again, the solid same rotation. They really don't have a bench, which we need to exploit. They have nobody on the bench, so that is absolutely huge. Game 1, we do not take. We lose by 2 points. Look at how bad their bench played. We have to take advantage of that. We have to take advantage of that. We cannot be dropping games. Ant cannot be just beating us like that. Game 2, we tied up 1-1. We put up 150 right there. Again, their bench is so bad, we need to exploit it. Game 3, we should be able to win that, and we drop down. We lose in OT. Come on, guys. We need to do better than this. We need to really lock in right here, man. This is a huge game to tie it up 2-2, and we do tie it up right there 2-2. Inefficient games from them is what I like to see. And we win by 20. Can we win and go up 3-2 in the series? As we cannot, and we are really struggling to beat this Minnesota Timberwolves team. We need to really lock in, give our guys heavy minutes. Let's go simcast this to force a game 7. Can we force a game 7? Just give me a chance at a game 7, and that's all I care about. It does look like we should be able to be running away with this one, as we are. We're gonna win this game pretty convincingly by 13 points. Huge game from Towns, but a dud game from Anthony Edwards. And LaMelo and company kind of just squeezed us out the victory right there. An absolutely massive game 7 to go play the Pacers in the NBA Finals. Let's simcast it. Let's simcast it. Can we just blow them out and not have to have a stressful game 7? At least keep it close. At least keep it close. I don't want us to be getting blown out, and we are getting blown out. Okay, boys, we are hopping into the game. It is a 1-point game with 25 seconds left. We need to get a stop right now. Oh my God, this is coming down to the wire. We got to get a stop right here. Can we get a stop? It all comes down to this. Amen Thompson is guarding Anthony Edwards. The swing is to Malachi Flynn. He's wide open. Ant's taking this shot no matter what. Just guard the pick and roll. Who is number 13, and why is Ant just absolutely lays on our head top? Why is AD not in the game? All right, we need a 3 to Need a 3 to go to the NBA Finals, essentially, is what it comes down to. LaMelo's on the court. We have Tari Easton's on the court. We need a 3. We need to get a 3 from our best player, LaMelo in the corner. LaMelo's going to take it. He's open. Oh my God, LaMelo. Oh, that was such a good look. And he's going to come up short, and we are going to lose. Boys, I don't think he could have got much of a better look than this. LaMelo ball in the corner off of an inbound. He gets a pretty clean look over Malachi Flynn, and it just rims out. We got one more year to get a ring as Towns. The Timberwolves are going on to play the Pacers in the NBA Finals. Man, that game was a hard one to watch. AD fouled out. The Timberwolves win in 7 against the Pacers. Ant wins your Finals MVP in year 2. They go back-to-back championships, that team. And we got to lock in for this year 3. All right, so Steph and DeMar, Harden retire. 3 top guys. They're obviously going to get their Hall of Fame inductions. No DeMar DeRozan to the Hall of Fame. We're going to be accepting the option on Reed Shepherd, and that's it. Qualifying, we got these 2 guys back. I'm not going to give the offer to AJ Griffin. Well, I will actually. All right, so the only body we have to sign is Tari Eason to an $18 million deal. Is we're going to be bringing back Tari Eason, and our whole team is under contract, which is really good. So, I mean, we do take a look at our roster. It's going to be LaMelo and Reed Shepherd. It's going to be Jalen Green and Amen Thompson. It's going to be Cam Whitmore and Aaron Wiggins, and then AD, Tari Eason, and then Alperen Şengün and Kadeem Malak. I will sign somebody to a mid-level. It's going to be this Earl Jenkins guy out of the G League. Let's go to player progression. Hopefully, we do see a lot of green, and AD doesn't regress. AD does regress by 1. He goes down to a 92 overall. We do see LaMelo going up. Kadeem Malak is up 4. Thompson's up. But besides that, everyone's kind of capped at where they are. I definitely think there's one more move that we need to make, and I think that's going to be with trading Cam Whitmore in this last year and hopefully trying to get at least one championship. I think I'm going to trade Cam Whitmore for Case and Wallace just to come off the bench and play backup shooting guard. If this is our last year, I am going to do that. I'm going to switch his position to a shooting guard. So we get Case and Wallace there, who's actually going to be an 86 overall. If this whole thing with starting Amen Thompson at the 3 doesn't work out, we definitely can make a move off from it, and we can look to bring in a true small forward. But we're going to kind of just sim it to see how it goes. System Pro, we're going to still be 4.5 stars balanced. Still really, really good. We should be able to right back in the conference finals, NBA finals, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we're here at the deadline, and we are the 2 seed behind the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are still so good. I mean, they just kept getting better too. I think it might be time to go all in, man. I think it might be time to go all in on a player. All in on a player that's gonna really just lock in for us, man. Like Paolo Banchero. Do I need Paolo Banchero? No. 4.5 stars. Who would I trade for him is the question. I think I would trade Amen Thompson in this deal. I know it's kind of crazy, but I might have to. And I would throw in Atari Eason as well. I would definitely throw in Atari Eason as well in that deal. I will be also throwing in, we have a lot of first round picks, so I'll give you this top 5 Charlotte pick. I'll give you this Mavs pick. I will also give you this Warriors pick. I will also give you this Rockets pick, and they do that deal. 4 first round picks, Tari Eason, and Amen Thompson for Paolo Banchero, who's going to come in. He's going to play small forward for us. It might not really, the fit might be kind of weird, but listen, we got 3 just big bodies now with Paolo with the 3. Still off the bench is going to be Cason Wallace, Kadeem Malak, Reed Shepard, and Aaron Wiggins, and he fits the system proficiency, which makes us a 5-star system proficiency. Adding Paolo Banchero to the team, it's kind of ridiculous. Hopefully this pushes us over the top. I'm gonna see y'all at the end of the year. All right, so year 3's a wrap with Tyrese winning your MVP in year 3, which is it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see that right there. The Timberwolves won, COACH-ODEE with Chris Finch, so that's pretty smooth right there. All NBA first team. Do we have anybody all NBA? We do not have anybody on all NBA teams. We are the 2 seed in the Western Conference, though. Tied with the Mavs again, but we'll see what happens in this playoffs. I think that we should be able to bring home a championship in this last year, but I will take a look at player stats real quick. Paulo did lead the team, and LaMelo. Just such a good team on paper, man. Like, there's just no reason why we shouldn't be in the NBA Finals or the Conference Finals. We have the best offense. Our defense is still kind of lacking. We're fine. Okay, first round going up against Memphis should be a breeze. I don't even want to worry about it. I'm just gonna sim right. Yo, we're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing it. We won in 7. That just stressed me the hell out. Round 2 against OKC. If that last series was that close, this series is gonna scare me a little. We do take game 1 by a lot. We won by 40. Should I not be worried about OKC? 2-1, 3-1. 3-2, 3-3. Can we not? Can we not? We're gonna win. We're gonna win in 7, and we're gonna go and we're gonna play the Minnesota Timberwolves in the NBA Finals, or the Conference Finals, like we were supposed to do last year. They are a really good team. Anthony Edwards is really good at basketball. Game 1, we lose. We tie it up 2-2, 1-1. Why is Jake LaRavia frying us, bro? Game 3, we do take game 3. Beautiful stuff right there. Beautiful stuff right there. Game 4, can we go up 3-1? 2-2. 3-2. Series wrap. No. We need to win this game. It's as simple as that. We need to force a game 7. Can we just blitz them, please? Please, 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 man. Come on. Yes. Okay. We blow them out in the 4th quarter. Game 7 to go to the NBA Finals. Can we do it? We're going to go up against play the Pistons in the NBA Finals. Let's simcast it. We lost in game 7 to the same team last year, and we absolutely destroy them in the first half. Oh my God. This is like that Suns Mavericks game 7. We just won by 50 points, bro. 146-93. We finally beat them. And in the NBA Finals, we got to go again play the Pistons. Why is Vooch looking at me like that? What the f? That's scary as shit. What the actual f? Okay, game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. We take it. We're gonna sweep. We are going to win in 5. And we do get that championship. Alperen Sengun is your finals MVP. Did we have to build a God squad? We did. Did we have to bring in Paolo, LaMelo, AD, Sengun, and Jalen Green? We did. Anyway, in year 3, we get this Rockets rebuild done. If y'all enjoy these videos, I want to see more videos like this, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a sub, and tell me in the comments what team you want me to rebuild next or rebuild challenges. I'm going to catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.